I made my home directory a Git repository. This lets me automatically track changes to configuration files for various apps and tools. For example, if I add a new VS Code shortcut, it'll automatically get tracked by Git, and so I can push it to GitHub and synchronize all my configurations across all my devices. So how would I prevent other files in my home directory from getting tracked? Well, by adding an asterisk to the start of your gitignore file, you basically turn on allow mode, where you have to explicitly specify all the paths you want tracked by Git. Here, I'm tracking some configuration files that live on the home directory directly by prefixing them with an exclamation mark to tell Git not to ignore them. To track a folder but not necessarily everything inside it, you should first prepend the path to the folder with an exclamation mark, and then on the next line, use a glob pattern to tell Git to ignore everything inside it by default. And to track everything in a folder, the same glob pattern, but this time with an exclamation mark at the start. You can combine these patterns to safely include nested directories. For example, here's a section of my gitignore that syncs my VS Code key bindings and settings and only my VS Code key bindings and settings. I've also published my home Git repository at leonsilicon/macOS configs in case you want to see more examples or learn how to create a similar setup with your configuration files.